Yes, guys, what is good? I thought I'd make this first little video back as the update video. Essentially, it's my business stack in 2025, and that means every income stream I have, the businesses I am running, the team I work with, how I manage the businesses, how I manage my day, how I schedule everything, and most importantly, not burn out whilst doing it. So let's get into income stream one right away. It's Shopify. And the next two income streams I'm going to talk about as well are all e-com. The next one you're going to be able to guess. It's the one I've been doing for years and years and years, right? But Shopify. So I would love to show you my little Shopify plaque, like that milestone plaque, but I've got one. I've ordered mine. It's on the way. I work with there's three of us. The other two have theirs. Mine hasn't arrived yet, even though it's been like 40 days or something. But anyway, so yeah, it's Shopify. And when we got into Shopify again, 12 months ago or so, we were in a very fortunate spot that we didn't have to worry about quick cash. So we really got into it focusing on long-term brands because, 7-8 figure exits is what we're looking for. If we're not trying to build a business that's exitable, then we're kind of wasting our time. Then you're just a feather in the wind, controlled by quick cash and uncertainty. And that is exactly what we didn't want to be. So we all got together. We all understood, this is our mission objective. This is what we want to achieve. How can we achieve it? We broke it down. We built up the right structures with that goal in mind. We hired the right people with that goal in mind. And now every single day we have clear set goals that every day the needle needs to be moved towards these long-term goals. And it means that we can focus on things that are happening next year. We're already running our Q4 setup. We're getting things ready for Q4. We're getting Black Friday creatives done now because the care we have for it and the passion we have for it, because knowing that it's kind of a certainty, knowing that it's going to be printing this time next year, this time the year after, really is kind of like nice to the soul, especially after being in Etsy for so long and still in Etsy. I will get on to that. So the way that we manage our Shopify setup is, like I said, there's three of us and we each have different roles. We each play different parts. We understand which mission objectives are ours. They don't have to be delegated. We just know. And that means there's no faffing around. There's no pointless meetings. There's no pointless calls. We can just crack on, get on with it. And when there's overlap, we come together, we help each other. When there's roadblocks, we come together and help each other. Then we work as a team. And the way we're able to grow so fast is we don't look for perfection. We look for an MVP, a minimal viable product, to get something launched. Okay, we want to see some level of results in something before really putting a lot of time, effort and money behind it. And that means we can test a lot and we can operate at very high speeds. And that really is our advantage. I've been talking about that for years, that go for an MVP and go for speed and launch more. And once you're seeing results, then it works. Then you can allocate more time, more funding, and really polish that off. Right now, if you spend like 2 weeks, 3 weeks building a store for one product, the amount of time you're going to give yourself to talk yourself out of doing it, right? Telling yourself all the bad reasons. If you give yourself no reasons, no time to actually think of negatives, only positives, then you're going to launch. And okay, it might flop, but you have to fail in order to succeed. Now, no prizes for guessing income stream number 2. Of course it is Etsy. Now, I guess I'm kind of, famous for pioneering Etsy dropshipping, and that is still what we do. We do a lot of dropshipping on Etsy. We run a whole range of stores. Okay, Etsy is still a substantial income for us. It's just the methods that we use are totally different to the ones we used a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. They have to be, because the whole landscape has changed. Etsy's changed. The algorithms have changed. You have to be, a lot more patient with it, which is fine. We've been on the platform for years and years. Again, I'm still working with Duds. Duds is one of my partners in Shopify. So we're still running this. We haven't stopped working together. There's not been any issues between the two of us. The reason we had to stop Mafia was because, some things arose. We basically had to pause it. In our message we said it's not goodbye forever, it's goodbye for now. But yeah, if any of you guys are kind of interested in hearing more about the Etsy strategies and what's going on with Etsy, I can do more videos on that. Just let me know, because I haven't really been on socials much, bit of browsing on Twitter and whatnot. So I don't really know what the landscape is publicly with Etsy nowadays. But yeah, so essentially what we do on Etsy now is we're drop shipping. We have people with machines that are doing custom products, personalized products, that kind of things, within TOS. We have digital stores that are either instant downloadable or made to order digitals. We have a really great team still powering our Etsy force, and still absolutely in love with the platform. The changes they've done recently, there's been some really good quality of life updates that make it a lot easier, but it's still Etsy. It's still an absolute pain in the ass, but your first love always is. So now income stream 3 is a totally new one on the block. It's TikTok Shop. That's what we're doing. I know in the past we've slated TikTok Shop quite a lot, but yeah, I don't want to talk about TikTok Shop too much. I don't want to give out much strategy for TikTok Shop. We are doing really well with it. We've got two sides of the income with TikTok Shop. We have a huge affiliate network that we've built out. We're really good at getting new creators into our team, working with really powerful creators, and we also have TikTok selling our own products, right? So we leverage our affiliates to sell other people's products and our own products, and it's a very powerful setup we have. And TikTok Shop is just growing and growing, and TikTok, they're kind to you. Right, they want you on their platform. They want you selling. They do nice things for you. They launch a lot of new features, a lot of new, features is probably the best word. And they give it you super cheap at the start. They build you into it, and it really helps you grow. So yeah, income stream 3 is TikTok Shop. We're hitting that at all angles, and it's really full steam ahead on there. Now, income stream 4 is it's kind of an income stream that was branched out due to our other income streams and its content. So we work with, videographers, photographers that are specialized in photo shoots, but also like video ads. So we work with them to do in-house shoots for all our own products across Shopify, Etsy, TikTok Shop. But then other brands that we work with also get brought into the mix to then use our content machine. Now, we don't like doing that often because we prefer to have it more hands-on for our products and us to reap the benefits that we have set up. But down the line, it's something that we're going to do. So right now, that's making income because it basically drives the flywheel on the other stores, on the other incomes, right? So like with Shopify for products, we can have constantly fresh video creatives, constant new photos, static ads coming in, being launched, being tested, seeing what works, and that goes across all of our brands, right? Then it's Etsy products. We can get our Etsy products sent directly in, have all our own photos, neat, tidy, following our brand image, done really well. That in 2025 Etsy, it's an absolute must to do something like that or similar, and again with TikTok Shop. So there are kind of our 4 income streams, and now I want to explain to you how I manage it day by day, how I'm structuring my time, and how everything is maintaining and growing and I'm not getting burnt out. The first thing I do when I wake up is I check in with my team. Now, I've brought all our team over onto Discord, so we have a big server in there, and this server is then broken down into essentially each income stream where those team members need to be, and that's all they can see. Inside of there is a chat room if they need to speak to us, or basically anything that's not like pay or finance or personal related. That's when they DM us, it goes in there. Then there's tech issues, order issues, product issues, stuff like that. Just so then it's broken down, it's very streamlined. And then the supplier too is hooked in and they can quickly see any issues. So I spend my mornings in there. I spend it putting out any fires that the team may have found, making sure that they're all happy, they're all on track, and they all know what it is they need to achieve. And by now, they all know that anyway. Each income stream has its own like Notion homepage, which is filled with its SOPs and onboarding documents. So for any new hire into that income stream, they go in there, they have the Notion, they have the SOPs, but then there's also like a senior VA in there that will then work side by side with them to keep them on track, to keep them learning, get any insights from them. And like I said, that's all managed through Discord now. We don't use Slack. We don't use any of the team software, because I'm always on Discord, so I always see the messages and then I can respond quicker. And efficiency when it comes to your team is one of the most important points. Now we'll skip from the morning to the evening, and what I've been doing is I've been physically handwriting, pen and paper. I don't want to show it, but I have it here. Right, okay, it's a blank page. And every night I write down what it is I want to get done the next day. And I find if you do that at night, you have more ideas because you're still fresh from the day. You still know any of the excess work that was kind of on top of your to-do list, and that can be added on, and you'll put more on it. You'll be more like strict with yourself, right? And because of how I've trained myself, I never go to bed, I never end my work day unless my whole to-do list is done. I find that's the most optimal time for me, because then I'm being more tough on myself and giving myself more work to do, and it gets done. And then I do that the next evening, and by the end of the week, I've accomplished a lot. So now in the days, because I have my to-do list, I just work through that, okay? Anything that crops up in the day, I write down, I remember. And what I do to break up my day is I go to different places, okay? I work from coffee shops a lot. I just take my laptop, my headphones and my notepad, and I go and get a bunch of work done there. I'll say, right, these things on my to-do list are to be done here. Then I can go home, then I go on a walk. The weather in England at the minute is really good. It's going to be like 30 degrees Celsius this weekend, which is for here insane. So I'm doing a lot of walks, I'm getting out, I put on a podcast, I read books, and it really helps me stay focused throughout my day. That has been one of the key things for me to avoid burnout, by going to different locations and working from there, right? You should try it, it's cheap. I just drive into town, I get a coffee, I work, and that change in environment, really helps break up my day, my work from home. I've been doing this for years from the same desk with the same setup, that it gets a bit monotonous and you need that change. I never have a day by day like mission only. So I never say Monday is Shopify, Tuesday is Etsy, Wednesday is TikTok Shop. If I did that, then I would be so out of the loop with the other models that I need to be on them all every day. Now, I don't multitask. If I'm doing Etsy, I'm doing Etsy. If I'm doing Shopify, I'm doing Shopify. Don't then cross paths over them. But because I'm only out of it for an hour or two, right, I'm not out of the loop. I still know what's going on. I still see Teams messages and whatnot, because I'm constantly checking the communication networks. So I don't do that. I never really time block. I don't structure my days minute by minute, hour by hour. I just work through my to-do list and get it done. I roughly know how long each thing's going to take, so I know my time allocation needed, and I know what else I can do in the day to make sure I'm avoiding burnout and I'm still enjoying the good weather and life. So with all that being said, that's my 2025 business stack. I just want to say, probably in like the next couple weeks, we're going to be opening the chat rooms up again in Etsy Mafia to get more people in there, because I miss the whole networking aspect of it. I see a lot of people say I need to join a group where there's like-minded people, and Etsy Mafia was really great for that. We never really wanted to have to come away from it, but yeah, that's just a little update if you got this far in the video. So if you did, just let me know you did. So drop a like, hit subscribe, and let me know in the comments what exactly your business stack for 2025 is. I'll be very interested to hear what you've got going on.